Right.
Right.
I'm going to try this clap. 3, 2, 1.
Oh!
That was all right.
You should have heard the claps before.
No, we did. This is the first time we're trying to record this. We're doing very well already.
We're doing ever so well.
In 2024.
Here's resolutions.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy New Queer.
Happy New Queer.
I'm Kate Butch.
And I'm Caitlin Powell.
And this is Queers Gone By, the podcast where we talk about nostalgic film and TV and try to work out if that's what made us queer. Is that all right?
Yes.
There's a subtle...
She thought we did snacks before.
I forgot about this. We've not tried to record this episode before today.
No.
No. This isn't our second take. Because I forgot how to work all the gubbins.
It's only been like 2 weeks.
It's only been 2 weeks, but what a 2 weeks it's been.
Yeah.
We had...
You've been in Panto.
I was in a Panto.
Anyone can see Panto?
If you didn't come to see it, you're dead to me.
You missed Kitty Scott Claus on a rampage.
I had many friends come to the show. And they also saw it. And most of my friends messaged me after being like, was Kitty drunk?
Are you drunk?
Are you drunk?
Are you drunk?
And the answer is yes, she was. But yes, we did 8 shows in 5 days. My voice is not recovered. Mm-hmm. We are bulk recording.
Yes, because you're going off on tour again.
Yeah. So for the next month of listening to this podcast, I will probably have a rotten, horrible voice. I apologise.
And I'll have a lovely, soothing voice.
Silky tones.
I wish I could do the... What's it that hiding closet does? Soft.
Shaft and I just sound like the paedophile in Family Guy.
I've never seen Family Guy.
Keep it that way.
I know. One of my proudest achievements.
It's not for you.
It's not for me.
It's not.
I know what I'm about.
I didn't make him for you.
Oh.
Rocky Horror. I didn't make Family Guy.
Rocky.
I'm not Seth MacFarlane. And you couldn't pay me to be. Anyway, we are kicking off the new year, nice and strong.
Yes.
We're going back to our roots, I would say.
Yeah. I feel like the last time we did like this was Best of Friends.
Yes.
CBBC.
It's been a while since we did a CBBC Classique.
Classique, yes.
And we are getting gunged and wet for the 2003 Classique.
No.
No. It's not from 2000. This episode was from 2003, but it ran for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It is Get Your Own Back. And I was just about to do the theme tune, but I can't remember how the theme tune went.
Do My Parents Are Aliens instead.
How did it go? I keep wanting to go, but that's Parkinson.
Should we do Parkinson?
Let's just do Parkinson and R.I.P. How does it go?
I think it's very similar to that.
Who knows?
Who knows?
It's a cacophony of lights and noises.
It's so much yelling for such a small response. I know it's mainly children, but this audience was dead.
Dry. Where was the warm-up act? Where?
Well, as far as I've been able to tell, most warm-up acts are just very outdated old men. So maybe they didn't have one.
We went to see Hannah Waddingham Home for Christmas, didn't we?
Yes.
And that's been released. Have you watched it since?
No.
Saw
it live?
Well, yeah, saw it about 3 times.
Yeah.
Because she had to do every song multiple times, multiple angles.
Because they didn't light her right.
Wasn't she a professional?
Wasn't she?
And there was one where we forgot to turn your microphone on. Who would do such a
Who would? Certainly not Catherine Butch.
Not a professional sound engineer.
No.
They wouldn't do that.
At what point do we become professional sound engineers?
When enough people join the Patreon.
Yes.
Patreon.com/queers. You can see me in a fleece.
Yes. And there's so many extra gubbins. It's a Gus Dapperton t-shirt.
What does it say?
Henge.
It's
the name of his new album.
Storm Henk.
Oh, did you get
We
stormed?
got henked.
You got henked. Henked good and proper.
Thank you very much.
Henk your storms along with us.
Thank you, Storms. Where were we? Patreon, yes, that's where we are. Extra gubbins. We do My Immortal, the fanfic.
Yes.
We do a Shrek erotica. Mm-hmm. And we do Glee.
And we do other non-pornographic things.
Brambley Hedge.
Brambley Hedge.
If you were home for Quizmoise.
And you want to hear 2 Little baby queers crying over mice.
Queers mice.
Queers mice.
Queer mice.
Queer mice.
That's what we are, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Jam. We were eating jam while we recorded it.
More like queer rats, aren't we? Let's be honest.
Queer gerbils.
Faggy rats.
We've not got long. That's Banksy, isn't it?
That's Banksy. We've not got long.
That's famous.
And if we're left alone, something bad will happen.
We'll gnaw through an electrical wire. That's why you can't be trusted with this.
Yes. I'm chomping. Anyway. We have the very normal Lisa Brockwell. Where is she now?
Oh, I thought you were about to give me a fact about her that was insane.
No idea who she is.
Okay.
But you know who I do know who they are? Dave Benson Phillips.
Which is the one that put the gerbil up his arse?
Richard Gere?
Yeah. Allegedly. Sorry, I'm back on our hamster rat.
About your hamster wheel. Yeah. Your hamster wheel of nonsense.
That's what I call my brain.
Of slander.
Yep. We did a poll about that way back when.
What? Did Richard Gere put a hamster up his arse?
No, about whether people knew that he allegedly put a hamster up his arse.
Oh, because we were talking about Ray Fiennes. Allegedly talking about Ray Fiennes. I can't remember which episode it is, so if you haven't heard all of our episodes...
but I do feel you're too famous now for us to recommend it.
Which episode called?
H2O
Just... That's a fun episode, to be fair.
The gerbil police. They better bring in the gerbil police if you're sticking them up your arse.
That's the RSPCA.
The gerbil police. Yeah, as they're known. The animal police.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The water.
He is stuck a gerbil up his arse.
The ass water. Anyway, all of this to say, Dave Benson Phillips is a lot.
He's doing a lot with his mouth.
He is. Oh, beep boop.
What now?
Oh, my laptop's beep booping. Welcome to what the fuck is Freeform?
Is it like Canva?
Oh, it's an interactive whiteboard. Do you remember an interactive whiteboard? Did you have interactive whiteboards in your school?
Not until I was a bit older, but yeah.
Year 6. They got them in my primary school, and I was like, well, now I have to go. I've got to leave behind the interactive whiteboards. And How many computers did your school have? Primary school.
Primary school? Oh, I don't know. I can't visualise where the computers were.
We had about 3 computers.
Yeah, secondary school there was like a computer computer room.
Yes. We had a couple of computer rooms.
Yeah, I think maybe there were total. I think there were 2 computer rooms, so maybe about 40 computers.
Yeah, I think I had maybe a couple more, but that's okay.
All right.
There was one in every classroom as well for the teacher to do the register on.
Sure, if we're counting that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think our school did the register on computers. I think they did it manual.
Our secondary school was. Our primary school was analog registers, and you had to take them to the head.
Yes. Yes.
And then 3 computers in the back of the library, which was about 4 books for Burbage Primary School.
Yeah.
Have I shown you?
What?
I brought home a collection of primary school tea towels.
You haven't shown me that.
I'll show you later. We'll put some pictures of... It's an interesting journey of my self-esteem.
I know. That's how you can tell.
Of just what I thought I looked kids. Like.
Yeah. I always remember I drew myself as the queen, because it was not literally with a crown on my head, but just the curly hair was curling.
Okay.
And
she was the most famous curly-haired icon, apart from Annie.
One little crown. That would have been cute. I feel like you drew yourself with a crown.
No, I was a big circle, 2 dots, and a smile.
Okay.
Because I was not very artistic. Artistic.
And, but autistic.
We're not self-diagnosing in 2024.
It's a neurodivergent journey. The podcast.
And the tea towels.
Yes.
I love a tea towel. Don't look at me like that.
Collect tea towels, do you?
If only there was a word for someone like that. Ooh.
I have rediscovered how at peace I feel when I do a Sudoku. Like I just feel like it's what I'm meant to be doing in life. Just putting numbers in the correct box.
What's your big supersized Sudoku?
It's called a samurai Sudoku.
Samurai Sudoku?
I don't know if that feels like it shouldn't be called that. But it's 5 Sudokus in a little. You can Google it. I'm not explaining it.
Anyway, we've got the yellow team and the blue team.
Yes, they say this is the game where the parents lose control and the kids have control, as if Lord of the Flies taught us nothing. Read some classic literature, David.
Please. On the yellow team, we've got Emily. First thing I looked at when Emily walked out, horrible haircut.
Oh, I thought you meant you looked at me, but...
I mean, it's a short haircut. Who do we know that famously has short haircuts? Fill in the blanks.
Princess Diana. It's a little Leslie haircut.
If you put a K in Princess Diana...
She becomes a very fun person at a party.
Don't let her drive home.
That's an inappropriate and out-of-place Diana joke.
Say it. If you didn't see the panto, my part was called Queen Camilla. So I had a lovely time.
Yes.
My favourite one was, I did one Diana joke and people went, oh. And I went, it's like 2 more hours of this, so strap in. I say strap in. And then people went, oh, and I went, what, did you know her?
Yeah.
Did you know her, did you? Best friend of her. My favourite Diana joke of 2024, of which there were many. 2023, sorry.
I was going to say, it's day 3 of 2024 and you've got a ranking already.
Year in review.
Yes.
Diana Unwrapped. Was, the police are here. Myra Dubois.
Yes.
She did a Diana joke. Mm-hmm. And she was like, oh, my career's gone about as well as Diana in Paris or whatever. Mm-hmm. And everyone went, oh. And she went, no, Google it. She's not doing well. Myra Dubois is an icon. If you don't know Myra Dubois, what the fuck you do? Turn this off.
Yeah.
Go and watch her on Weakest Link.
Absolutely.
Because it was spectacular.
Oh, she gets so angry at people. It's fantastic. I would watch Ramesh Ranganathan be yelled at by Myra Dubois for hours.
If you're not going to take criticism, I can't help you.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yes, we've
You're
got
on thin ice. It's brilliant.
So we've got Emily.
Little Leslie Emily.
with a haircut.
She wants to gunge her hairdresser.
She should.
And it's wrong to out a child, isn't it? You can't just go, that one's gay, and give it a little...
Just cut its hair short and be like, I told you.
Look at the material.
In 10 years' time.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's going to have a lovely university time.
Oh, she is.
And then on the blue team, we've got Becky.
Vicky.
Becky?
Oh.
I did write Vicky.
I thought it was Vicky.
But then later on, I've called her Becky.
Oh. At the end of the day...
She's not the main character.
She's no Orin.
She's no Emily.
If you don't know Orin...
Don't cite the deep magic to me. I was there when it was written. Episode 2.
Raven.
And
these girls are about to destroy their relationships with family and friends. Imagine going on this.
Imagine telling an adult that you want to bring them on this. And imagine telling an adult who you are not related to.
I know.
Because
you're a hairdresser.
Vicky Becky's got her dad. And I think you're kind of obligated to do that.
Yeah, sure.
But Emily...
These two... That's a lot of confidence for two... Do you think if we went out into the world and gave ourselves, like, a couple days, we could find 2 children with less charisma? I don't think we could.
It'd be a struggle.
Yeah.
The blank canvases.
Dead behind the eyes.
Boring bastards. Not even strapping them to an inflatable slide could you make these children interesting.
No, you couldn't.
And I think anyone could be fun strapped to an inflatable slide.
Yes, one of them's gay.
One of them's gay. No, Emily's at Pride. She's banned.
She is banned.
Oh, I bet she's like a lesbian in the police. Oh,
you're so right. Yeah.
Emily, if you're watching.
I've seen a lot of young women in the police recently.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are they just wheeling them out more in the city?
Just to be like,
look. I know
we don't want all of them dead.
Anyway.
Oink oink.
Oink.
Sarah or Sarah, she's often called both.
Yes.
She's a family friend. And also the hairdresser.
Yes.
If I asked any of my mum's friends to come and be humiliated on CBBC, not even on prime time BBC One,
my mother would not let it happen, first of all.
No.
Who are these parents who are letting your children walk up to not strangers, but,
family friends.
Family friends. I also think, so they clearly have to fictionalise this, because if you brought the mum's friend that you actually had beef with, it would be a very different story.
You know who you are, my mum's friend who I've got beef with.
Yeah.
She's not listening. She doesn't give a shit.
But Caroline...
She's not asked my mum a single question about me being on Drag Race. She's not even mentioned me being on Drag Race to my mum.
She
This is one of my mum's best friends.
Ah, okay.
Well. Allegedly.
Yeah. See, if I asked one of my mum's friends when I was a kid, it would have been like Caroline, who kept saying I look like a boy. Like, it wouldn't be... It would be actual, like...
That'd be actual get your own back for trauma.
Yeah, it wouldn't be... Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter wears dresses. Sorry.
She makes Emily cut her hair.
It's this weird fictionalized... It's indentured servitude.
Do a gardening.
Yeah. What? I don't understand.
I don't know. Everyone boos Sarah. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I'm a fantastic hairdresser. Don't know why you're all booing me.
She's just got no style.
She's got no style. And Emily...
She's fantastic.
Oh, they make the children do jokes and bits. And the children are quite proud of the jokes and bits.
For some reason.
And she's like, I think I could style Sarah's hair. She needs more gel. Gunge style, I mean. Crickets.
But
Not even the crickets
honestly,
are laughing.
Even crickets for Dave. This audience is giving them nothing.
Dry.
Yeah. Dry, dusty audience.
That, or are they laughing too much? So they have to cut it out. Like my entrance. They were all laughing too much, mm-hmm. And they broke the microphones.
Yes.
That's why they gave me crickets.
Definitely.
Anyway, Vicky, whatever her fucking name is.
She's brought her poor, we shouldn't diagnose, neurodivergent dad. And I can't believe I'm about to say this, but this is just a man who's a bit of a laugh.
Yeah, and he's just a bit cringe.
What's happened in 2024? I was team dad.
Yeah. Wild.
That's never happened.
It's never once.
And it never will again.
Mark your calendars.
Team
Steve. His just whole thing is that he's like, I used to be a model. Ha 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 ha. He's clearly joking.
He's aware that he's not a model.
And he loves sci-fi. There's nothing wrong with that.
No. Kids at school, there's nothing wrong with that.
Speaking as a model,
mm-hmm.
who has watched Doctor Who, if my child...
Get you a girl who can do both.
Thank you. I say model. I've had some pictures taken. Passport photo. I would slap this child.
Oh. Well, don't do that.
Hypothetically, allegedly, I'd slap this child.
Okay.
If this child was my own child. You're allowed to slap your own child?
I don't think it's recommended. I really don't think it's recommended.
I was smacked a bit.
Oh, me too, a little bit, but I think...
I don't think we're poster children for healthy, well-adjusted adults.
No.
Maybe? No.
Yeah. The worst thing is when someone's like, I was smacked, it didn't do me any harm, and you're like...
While they're feeding a child to their XL bully.
Yeah. Yeah.
R.I.P. XL bullies.
R.I.P.
Always
Lighting
in
a
our
candle.
hearts. You can't spell Princess Diana without XL, but no, you can't.
I feel quite bad because I've seen loads... There's basically two teams on Twitter. There's R.I.P. XL bullies forever in our hearts. Front cover of the Daily Express. Like, all that.
Yeah.
And then there's like, LOL, the dogs are dead. And I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle.
I'm somewhere in between, like, it's a sad time that the dogs are being put down. However,
but also
do we need to make AI art of them in heaven?
That's true. But also they're not being rounded up. Are they?
I don't think so. I think they're just not allowed to breed them anymore.
Yeah, which is not...
And put a muzzle on them.
Yeah. I might be... Here's the thing. I don't actually care that much, so I might be misinformed.
I don't think they're a nice dog.
I think all dogs... I'm very team. It's not the dog, it's the owner.
Yeah, but also if there was a big ban on like French bulldogs, I would be on board with that.
But they're so cute.
Or a pug.
Little velvety... Okay, but that's also health.
Little honking pigs.
That's not... You shouldn't breed... I keep seeing Staffy crosses. I think they're very popular at the moment.
Yes.
And I just keep crossing your dogs. along with us. I just keep
Crossly.
Keep breeding pugs, but with other things.
With a bigger nose.
Yes.
I like a corgi cross with anything.
What?
It's just like a little short, fat version of that dog. Yeah, it's great.
With a little wiggly butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fan of those.
Yes.
But not a pug. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just think it's cruel.
It is cruel.
I think it's cruel to make a dog eat all that.
I think it's.
And he's tried to teach that dog to talk, and it just can't.
It's very upsetting when your friend is getting, I'm getting a puppy, and you're like, oh, great, and then they say a pug, and you're like, oh, congratulations. It's hard.
Get a tortoise.
Sure.
That'll outlive you.
Do you want that?
Yeah.
Ah.
I want to traumatize a tortoise by dying in front of it. Change the trajectory of its life.
Anyway,
tortoise won't remember. It'll get in a box and freeze.
You know what? Wouldn't remember goldfish.
You know what would remember? An elephant.
Yeah. All bases covered.
So Becky also does a little quip.
Did you get this?
She goes, he won't need to exaggerate on his way to the gunge tank.
Oh, I'm talking about send my dad spinning in a black hole and dunk him, Dave.
Well, sci-fi.
Yeah.
Although I don't think your dad would survive going into a black hole, actually, Vicky.
I think you're wishing him death.
I think that's quite hurtful
really quite
and harmful.
fucked up, actually. So.
Have I told you about Housemate of the Pod Eleanor? And
also my friend, so
yes,
yes, I'm aware.
Wait,
what do you mean tell her about?
Can we...
Tell me about.
Can we unleash her trauma? It's quite funny.
Maybe record it and ask her.
Her parents used to tell her that Childline was for the parents to call if their children were being awful.
Mm-hmm.
I said this to my mum, and she was like, oh yeah, well, like, we used to tell you that, like, if the ice cream van was ringing, it was out of ice cream. That's not the same.
Not the same.
An ice cream van is not an important resource to access.
No.
And Esther Ranson's not inside an ice cream van.
More's the pity.
That's life. But yeah.
I'm not sure.
If I was Steve, I'd call Childline.
On his daughter.
On his daughter.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's where I was going with that. She won't listen to this.
The daughter or Eleanor?
Eleanor.
Okay.
She hates us.
Yeah.
She wants it. We'll call Childline on Eleanor.
Right.
Anyway, Shower Power is our first game.
Yes. They've got them in little Miss Muffet kind of outfits.
Camp.
Yeah. And little ladles.
Yeah. Lovely bubbly porridge.
Yep.
The kids are at the top of a inflatable
slip and slide
stairs.
Yeah.
And they have to get gunge buckets.
Yes.
Oh.
If you want.
I don't know. Is it gunge bucket front or back?
Oh,
Where's the pasty?
When I was very ill, I had a sort of existential crisis about the pasty.
It was like an hour-long voice note. I'm thinking, maybe the voice note.
I just think the pasty might be the dick.
It could be a dick. A secret third option.
Yeah, I just think, Vicky, get her on the phone. She's not picking up to you.
No, we've got different senses of humour.
Yeah.
They have to run down the stairs with their gunge buckets.
Yes.
And the adults have
on display.
They have to tip it into a big gunge bucket. Where the river meets the sea. And
just
gunge from away.
Sure. The 9/11 musical. Call us Love Actually.
Call us Love Actually. Don't.
Call us.
No, Richard, we're not picking up. And
I'd pick up.
To Richard Curtis?
Yeah.
Actually, to be fair, he might have a good opportunity for us.
Cancelled at Christmas.
Cancelled at Christmas.
This is very...
It's self-referential.
Yes.
It was boring.
Oh, yeah. The games were boring.
They had to ladle it out.
Oh, apart from the fucking chicken one, but we'll get there.
Ah, we'll get to the fucking chicken one.
The second one, they've got to stick stuff.
Oh, Emily wins that one.
Oh, yeah.
And then Sarah gets a minor gunging.
If you care and are keeping track of these two children from 2003.
Of course they are.
Oh, of course.
Silver Linings Playbook. Our next game is Bounce Back.
I've never seen
No further questions.
Okay.
From you to me.
Okay, yeah. They've got to run back and forth. There's a wall in the middle of them. The sticky stuff.
Yeah.
Stick them on.
Velcro.
Yeah.
And they're bungee cords and they bounce back and Emily wins again.
Yeah. Sarah's not even trying.
At
Sarah looks so sad. She just wanted to give this gay kid a haircut.
Yeah.
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 And the dad, he's putting on a brave face.
Yes. He's gung-ho.
Gunch-ho. That's what Dave says at the end. Gunch-ho.
He does.
Yeah.
Westward ho. Tally ho.
A hunting we will go.
The
I can't do a Jennifer Coolidge impression.
The bus with an exclamation mark on it.
Bus!
Ah!
What's he talking
I am
about?
very warm. I'm about 95% lemon and tea. There's a bus.
Yeah.
Don't cry on the bus. There's a bus in London that goes to a place, and the place has an exclamation mark in it.
Oh.
And I think it's Westward Ho.
Oh.
Or Tally Ho. And it's exclamation mark.
Okay. I think Westward Ho is a place.
Westward Ho!
Tim Westward Ho.
Cheers, Tim. Cheers, Simon.
Is he?
Sunday brunch.
That's it.
Did you watch it with...
I didn't, but don't worry, I will.
Natasha?
Natasha, many people sent me screenshots.
From Operation Mincemeat.
Yep.
She did some press-ups and she told a woman to die.
And if that's not
Queer
our
bag.
energy,
Yeah.
press ups, telling a woman to die.
Natasha, if you'd like to come on the podcast, could you...
We'd be ever so grateful.
You'd be a puddle. It would just be me and Natasha, and you just on the floor hyperventilating.
Little lesbian puddle written by
Stephen
Stephen
Moffat.
Moffat.
Yes.
Honestly, any Operation Mincemeat cast member, they're all brilliant.
Yeah. God,
fantastic.
they're brilliant. Now
Listen to
this.
this.
Speaking of not brilliant. Oh, feed the bird, actually. Feed the birds. Though her words are simple and few. Listen, listen. She's calling to you. Caitlin! When I tell you, me, Crudy, and our producer Lucia did that the whole drive from London to Edinburgh and found it hilarious every time.
Yeah.
And the whole drive back.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Yeah. I think Lucia is a very good influence on the both of you because when you two are together, you sort of just go, come! And then look at Ella and I and go, ah! And we're like, yes, sure. But Lucia brings an extra special weirdness to the situation that I do appreciate. I'm crying. I'm crying.
Don't be so sad. It's just feed the bird. Steve is inside. Steve's been eaten by this
Where?
bird.
Oh,
He's in this big bird costume.
Got you. This is so humiliating.
This is unfortunate. This is... Although someone's got this kink.
Yeah. At one point, so basically they have to throw the little flies and the worms into the beak.
Big beak.
None of these children realise they'll have a better shot of getting into the beak if they stand in front of the beak
And jump.
and go forwards rather than sort of twisting it around the side, putting spin on it.
She's a lesbian. She can't help it.
Puts a spin on it.
Put a little spin on it.
Put your lips together and...
You know how to sing a song, don't you? Anyway,
Right.
after the time, Dave asks Steve to get on his knees.
Honestly,
We went, oh.
he's like... He has to get on his knees so Dave Benson Phillips can pull worms out of his mouth. Fucking humiliating.
And that's what made us queer. Sarah does it, and when she's told to bend down,
she has a stroke.
She looks like she passes out in the big costume.
On command. Like Victoria's gone with her pissing. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, she did it publicly on the West End stage.
Right.
Victoria's dog couldn't get out of her big Bang London bodysuit, which is very nice.
Oh my God. She looked fantastic.
Yeah.
And she sang ever so lovely.
Oh, lovely voice.
Lovely voice.
But if she laughed too much, because she couldn't have a wee in the interval, and because we were laughing a lot.
Did she not have a big wee before going on?
I think she might have done, but she had to sing now, so she had to drink a lot of water.
Oh.
If people made her laugh too much, she would slightly piss herself. Were you there the night that Kitty came out in Why She Black's wig?
Yes, I was.
Yes. And I saw Victoria fall to the ground before I saw Kitty come out in the wig.
Puddle.
I thought Victoria's knee had packed in again. Oh, no. And I was like, oh God, what to do? And then I saw Kitty come in looking like, where's your brain, you middle toe?
I'm sorry.
Her from X Factor.
Okay.
Very, very harsh. He wants to go home. He wants to go to the pub.
Yes, sure.
That crossed with Bailey J. Mills.
Yes.
It was a lot.
It was fantastic.
It's funny. Clean up on Isle Victoria, though.
Anyway. Did they get therapy after this?
Hopefully.
Because some of this is, first of all, you find out that your child wishes you ill. And then they put you in a bird costume and Dave Benson Phillips tells you to kneel like he's the priest in Fleabag.
Some people are into that.
Yeah. And good for them.
Yeah.
I don't think Steve is, though.
No.
I think he's into Princess Leia.
Oh, in the costume.
Yeah.
In the chains.
I know.
That's not right.
It's not right.
She was fit in it.
Oh, no one's denying that.
But if you have to have the chains, that's not right.
It's not right.
That's not right. Becky Vicky gets 4 bugs.
Matilda, I see, yes.
Emily gets 9 bugs.
9.
She's trouncing Becky
yes.
Vicky.
Goo-hoo.
They ask the audience. Goo-hoo.
It's me.
It's a segment where children with even less charisma than our competitors are asked who they want to die.
Yeah. And they can't enunciate.
Nope. One of them goes, Blues Dad, because he's a model.
And the other one says, no.
I think it was, let's see how good looking he is in Gunge.
No, that's not what she said.
What's on your plate? Cheese on chapati. What's on your plate?
Very
that. Someone else is like, the hairdresser, because the goo makes a lovely shampoo.
Yeah. These kids were given the lines. They didn't come up with them themselves. It's like when you watch a Drag Race acting challenge. Like, oh, bless them. They didn't do this themselves.
But didn't they do well? Didn't they get a badge?
Yes. Didn't they do the best with what they had?
Taking straw, making it into gold.
Yes.
That's what we were doing there. The adults...
Bit, I was about to kick off at this bit because I thought after all of this, it went to a public vote.
No.
Thank God.
Well, I mean, the points didn't really fucking matter in the end of the day, did they? But the adults, like people on death row, have to make a plea to be saved. Like a public hanging.
Yeah.
They have to look down the camera and they get 10 seconds to be like, please, I've got work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't gunge me.
Yeah.
And
no one's laughing.
Well, Steve's like, even if you do gunge me, I'll lie, because you know I'm a liar. And I'll say you didn't gunge me.
He's having fun with it. He's happy to be the villain. Sarah is not happy to be the villain.
Sarah has work tomorrow.
Yeah, and she's got lovely hair.
She does have lovely hair.
Does not need to be gunged. Thank you.
It doesn't make a lovely shampoo.
You're
lying. The audience
never lied so much.
The audience votes, and by a landslide, they won.
Privilege wins.
Pretty privilege wins.
Because Sarah Sarah, we haven't said, is
very pretty,
she's
pretty lady.
She's a pretty lady.
And Steve, the dad, is not.
He's not a pretty lady.
And he's not a handsome man either. I'm sorry,
No.
Steve. He wasn't for me. He's for someone, obviously. He's
statistically
probably gunged inside someone once.
Oh.
Throw your muck at me.
Creamy muck muck.
Creamy muck muck. He's gunged a lady once.
At least once.
We assume.
We have to assume.
Because he's got to Becky.
We simply must.
The last game was Cherry Pickers.
Yes.
And the adults are dressed as cherry cupcakes. And to be fair to them,
it's camp.
It's a good costume. Well done,
Looks
the
like
costume
a panto
department.
costume.
It does, very nice.
It's very Vicky as the Dane. It's not at all. But, it's...
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah.
The kids have to pick off the cherries from the cupcake costumes.
Yes.
And put them in a basket.
Meanwhile, the adults have to jump
to a cherry tree and replenish their own cherries.
This felt like a setup. I'm starting to think they want to humiliate the adults.
Yes. It feels like very early. Do you remember Don't Scare the Hare?
No.
Well, it was on before Doctor Who.
Okay.
I want to say Doctor Who, like series 3 or 4. And it had Sue Perkins. Superkins. Narrating a robot hare.
Oh.
That people had to not scare.
Right.
And it felt a bit like, it was in a weird, garden.
Or like, death is coming.
To be fair, the hare.
Do you have beef with the hare?
Put this hare on some fucking beta blockers. Because you could cough near this hare. And it would shit itself.
Victoria's gone.
Yeah. And it was a bit like this.
Uh-huh.
But like this for like the whole thing.
Okay.
And I never saw the full thing because I was just watching for Doctor Who and I was almost 5 minutes early for everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, Don't Scare the Hare. Something to think about. We'll not do it on this podcast.
No, we shan't.
No. Anyway, Emily gets 20 cherries.
Yes. The cherries are ever so high and Steve is ever so short. It just doesn't seem fair.
And they have to jump.
Yes, jump.
Have you seen the video of the raccoons trying to jump to get into a door?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you seen the really fat raccoon? I get it on Instagram where they just rub its belly and it's like...
Yes. Have you seen the raccoon with the candy floss?
Of course.
A classic of the genre.
Have you seen the raccoon on the cat stand?
No. Have you seen Proper Opossum?
No.
It's the lady who's got adopted possums and she's insane.
Have you seen Mr. Lumpy the Badger?
Yes, I have seen Mr. Lumpy the Badger. This is Nature Corner. It's a new segment we're doing.
I love Mrs. Jingles. R.I.P. The mouse.
Oh, no.
Do you know about the mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Anyway. Dave makes a joke about the remaining cherries that are on Steve's costume, which are nip and nip, and it looks like tits.
He does a little gropey thing.
And he goes, lovely.
Dave.
Dave.
Can't do that anymore. More's the pity.
Bloody woke mob cancel culture. Yeah. Becky also gets 20 cherries. What a waste of everyone's time.
Then they played Blur's Country House, I think.
Did they?
I don't know, but it sounded a lot like it.
I wasn't listening because it's time for the gunk dunk.
It's very, very warm.
Dunk your gunks along with us.
Dunk your gunks and make sure it's warm.
Make sure you've washed your hands.
Rub your hands together first.
This is the classic one you know and love. This is what you've been waiting
Yes.
for. This is what you came for. They're on chairs.
And Sarah looks like she's thinking about ending it all. Like, she looks sad.
Sarah's like, I give Emily's mum, Julie,
A lovely perm.
a lovely perm. I give her a bit of a discount as well because we're good
do.
friends. We went to school together, did
Yes.
an NVQ together. But this little brat,
Yeah.
Emily, I'm not. Now that she's put me on this, she's strapped me to this chair,
Yeah.
teetering above a gunk dunk. I didn't even know what a gunk dunk was before I came in today.
I'm a hairdresser.
I'm a simple hairdresser
Yes.
who's done nothing wrong except make a child do my gardening.
And give it a little leather haircut.
If this was 100 years ago,
You'd be thanking me.
you'd be thanking me. Have you seen Oliver?
Love maintenance.
I do. Well done.
Well done.
Sarah goes up one notch because Emily got more points,
Yes.
which I don't think was fair because Emily fucking trounced Becky Vicky.
You think 2 or 3?
Just let her go. Just let her do it.
Just end this.
Yeah. They get asked trivia questions.
And Dave, he's not got his listening ears on, has he?
If we're talking, Dave, we're not listening. Fingers on lips, Dave. Well, ask the questions and then put your fingers on the lips and listen to what Emily's got to say. Because she's got all the questions.
She has. She's got all the answers.
In The Simpsons, what's the name of Homer's boss?
Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns. Which boy band had a hit with Elton John?
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
Blue.
Oh.
How many days in the month of September?
30.
30 days of
Days
September.
of September.
In which sport would you perform a seat drop and a tuck?
Trampolining, apparently. I thought it was gymnastics.
Would you like a little relevation? Relevation?
I don't think this is a revelation. I think you can tell this from looking at you.
Yes. I used to go to trampolining.
What?
I got...
Oh no!
What the fuck is that?
Oh no! It's the Kitty Scott claws. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
No.
Sorry, that was.
Why is that an no? I got badges for trampolining. Oh no!
Oh no!
But
oh no, Kathy bastards! Oh no!
Then we have to stop because Tracy the trampoliner.
It's not Balamori. What are you talking about?
She trampolined too close to the sun.
And she got burned.
She fucking sat on fire. No,
singed to a crisp.
She fell on the floor and broke her ankle.
No!
While we were there.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
And I never went trampolining again. I'm not sure.
Did you witness this?
I saw Tracy splat, the big splat.
Oh.
And she had to go to hospital. I think my mum drove her to A&E.
Good on you, Teresa.
But
yes,
we never went again. And I don't know if it's because Tracy never taught again.
Mm-hmm.
They say she'll never play the gramophone again. Or we'd seen the instructor of trampolining fuck up at trampolining.
Oh.
And we're like, well, she's not fit to teach.
The moment you realise your parents are just people.
They've never
They're
parented
fallible.
before.
Tracy the trampoliner is fallible.
She's fallible. She fell.
She fell.
I didn't push her. She fell. Vanessa fell. She felt really bad.
I think you did push her.
I'm doing a lot of crudidentisms today.
You are.
Because now is the time I'm going to tell you.
Uh-huh.
My first year of Edinburgh.
Yes.
The Edinburgh Fringe.
Mm-hmm.
I witnessed Crudidench participate in Get Your Own Back Live.
With our friend Charles.
Our friend Charles.
Yes.
Hosted
Yes.
by the very same Dave Benson Phillips.
Yes. I couldn't go because of something.
Because he worked at university at the time.
They definitely did it
They did it multiple years.
Oh, right, okay,
But
fine.
my first year.
Yes.
And they won. They got to gunge an Irish comedian.
Oh. Did they bring comedians on every time?
Yeah.
Ah.
And Crudy and Charles. Oh-ay-oh.
The Holy Trinity.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun.
Ah.
And it was very, very messy. Mucky pups.
I remember the gunge looking less septic tanky.
In this or in
the TV show?
TV show.
It looked gross.
It looked horrible.
I know that's the point. I wouldn't want to be gunged. Don't want to be too controversial.
I'd give it a go.
Would you?
Yeah.
No.
Because it's like slightly more viscous water, isn't it?
Yeah?
And it's like, I think I'd like the sensation.
I don't think
I'd be shutting my mouth and holding my nose.
Well, she did.
She's sensible.
You're stepping on my...
Don't put your foot on the heartbreak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that on that.
Emily answers the most questions.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Even though Dave doesn't listen to her answers. And Sarah is at the top.
Yes.
Steve gets to leave nice and dry.
Yes.
I
Good, actually. Good.
If I was in charge, I would tell Steve he was fine. And then
do it anyway.
push him in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. If I was in charge, this would not be happening. Children would be seen and not heard. Jesus Christ.
What if you were a children's TV producer?
Yes.
You'd be like, we're going to have a group of adult academics sit around.
And discuss abortion, yes.
Yes.
I'm getting very... I've forgotten what I was going to say.
Oh, well.
Oh!
Oh?
Can you... Can you imagine if they did this now? The kids would be like, kids have got a lot ruder. I don't want to sound old. I don't want to sound
kids.
But like, kids have got a lot.
Bold.
Yesterday,
Gumption.
a child walked into me in a park. Just straight up just walked into me. And I went, oh. And it just looked at me like, fuck off. If I'd walked into an adult as a child, I would have started digging and buried myself alive.
Never see me again.
You'd never see me again. I would dig my way through to the ends of the earth. You would not,
Maybe we were just very polite.
I think children should be polite.
Yeah. But maybe there were children who weren't polite at the same time as us.
Maybe.
Well, I know, they used to bully us, but...
But I think even they knew not to just walk into someone and be like, what the fuck are you looking at?
Yeah.
I was like,
how old was this child?
Self-preservation. About 10. I could have kicked you.
The amount of children I've nearly slapped in the Tesco. Right in the Tesco.
Children aren't afraid anymore. And that's good. That is good. I'm on record saying that's a good thing.
But.
Anyway.
Yeah, children are rotten. But do you remember the Nickelodeon Teen Choice Awards?
Yeah.
They get gunged. Mm-hmm. Right out of the podium, like at point blank range.
Yeah. Blind you.
Is it Katy Perry who gets fucking smashed in the face?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Who knows?
I'd like to watch that.
We'll find a video of it. Yeah, Sarah gets gunged, and they get a goodie bag.
Yeah.
Not only do they get their own bag, they get a goodie bag. I'd be like, you've had enough. You've had enough, quite frankly. It's not called get a goodie bag.
I'd participate in get a goodie bag. I love a goodie bag.
Love a goodie bag. But it's, and they get gunged. And we get an action replay.
Yeah.
And then we go back to BBC headquarters where Angelica Bell tells us about Basil Brush.
Oh, I love Angelica Bell.
Good for her.
Yeah.
But yeah. She's married to lovely Michael Underwood.
Yes.
From Jungle Run.
Yes.
I'd like to be under Michael's wood. Under Milkwood.
Dylan Thomas?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm named after his wife.
I'm named after Kate Bush. I live in my house.
I'm the dad.
We have to record about 3 or 4 more episodes today because I'm going on tour.
We've rambled a lot for a 4-episode day.
Although we're only on 47 minutes.
And you'll thank us for it.
You're welcome. Thank you for listening. Happy New Year. Was this queer? Was this camp? Did it make us queer? Did it make us faggots?
I think it's relatively straight, but Emily's queer representation.
I think it's quite queer to be... Weirdly...
Revenge is queer.
Revenge is queer. But I think a lot of queer children are quite into authority figures.
Yes.
Like, a lot of these episodes is like them dunking their English teacher. And as everyone knows, a queer person's best friend is their English teacher.
A pregnant English teacher, yes.
Yeah. Or very old English teacher.
Yes.
Yes.
Mine was the old one.
Yeah. Actually, mine was the whole English department, quite frankly.
The whole English department. I dated one of their sons. Get as close as I can to the English teachers. And everyone
I want to look round your house.
Everyone fancied his mum. Everyone.
Nice.
Including yours truly.
Well, it went without saying, Caitlin. But it's weird because queerness
But I fancied her different from the boys.
In a loving way.
Yeah, it wasn't because she wore pencil skirts. It wasn't at all.
It was her heart.
It was
Mama.
Mama.
It was her heart. But yeah, weird that queer people are like big into like politeness and authority figures when queerness itself is a bit more punk. Bit more anti-establishment.
I've never heard you say punk. That felt weird.
Punk. Go ahead, punk. Do you feel lucky, punk?
Do your worst. Right.
But yeah, that's just me. Is it? No, it's not. I Is it because I'm queer or is it because I'm just anxious and polite that I wouldn't do this?
I think a lot of queers are anxious and polite.
Is it queer that I would like to be in the gunge? Different kind of gunge. Different gunge buckets. Buckets of gunge. Come.
There we go.
Oh, there's come from away.
Well, what I've realised is, TikTok told me, not all queers are like us. To a lot of gay, not queers, to a lot of gays, the queers are a laughable kind.
But yes, that's fair.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I forget that like non-neurodivergent queer people exist.
The queer children on the internet are sometimes despicable.
Check yourself. That's actually very offensive.
The people who think that sex negativity, this whole sex positivity and negativity thing.
That was driving me up
the
like, wall.
Just because I don't want to be slapped, but that's not.
Or
that's
the ones
not
who go
sex.
full into just because I'm not a pervert who fucks children. It's like, wow,
no,
that's not. I saw that. I saw a queer Gen Z kid.
Yeah.
Just tweet that out into the world. It was like
that's rotten.
That's like that's old 80s homophobia and back, but you know.
Philosophy Tube, or is it someone else who did a tweet
Tube.
about like, I'm a sex negative
ContraPoint.
Yes.
Yeah.
Asexual.
No.
Slut.
Yeah.
I'm a lesbian, but I only fuck men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please remember that doesn't make you any less valid. Are we sounding very old?
We are very old.
Yeah. We're 17.
We're 17. We're young and sweet, only 17.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Thank you for listening. Thank you if you made it this far. Well done. And if you want more of this fucking
garbage.
I nearly said cock-sucking garbage. I don't know why.
Yeah, tell the kids. Oh, wait, no. Cut that. I don't mean it like that. We're sex positive.
But also...
But not that sex positive.
No. Well... No, it's not because I'm sex positive that I'm not cock-sucking.
There are other reasons.
Someone told me that as soon as you get on Drag Race, everyone wants to fuck you.
Everyone does want to fuck you.
No one wants to fuck me!
Many and several people want to fuck you.
Yeah, but they're weird and they message me about it.
What do you want?
Not like that. Not on Instagram.
Yeah, fair enough.
Someone said, I want to bum your head off.
Oh, yeah, that was fucking weird. Don't message
And then they were like,
that.
I had to tell you this.
No, you didn't. No, you did not.
Actually did not.
So now you're the one who gets inappropriate messages, not me. It used to be me.
It did.
Then you got famous. Haha.
Send them to @QuizGoneBy because we both see them
Yes.
then. We share them.
You don't read the messages.
I reposted a story this very morning.
Well done.
Thank you.
If you, what's really upsetting is sometimes I have a very nice conversation with someone and they're like, I love you, Kate. And I'm like, oh. It's not Kate at all. It's the other one. Do you remember their name? Like if it was Caitlin and Kate, I'd be like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, maybe because some people use Kate as a abbreviation of
No,
Caitlin.
that's
It's
not
a
what's
catch-all term.
That's not what's happening. Anyway.
You're funnier than me, so...
No, you're funnier than me.
No.
No.
All the TikToks we share @QuizGoneBy, if I'm editing them, I always put my face in first.
Your face.
Because I'm the famous one.
Okay.
But it's always you that has the punchline. If you watch it,
I think I was
it is.
the last word.
Because I'm trying to make a show reel at the moment, and I'm going through them, and I'm like,
that's exciting.
none of these have shown me in my finest light. It's always me being filthy and you being like, but
That's a fun dynamic.
It's a fun dynamic.
Also, you're funny in the filthy. Filthy in the funny.
Filthy fun's a lot. No, shut it down, everyone.
Shut it down.
Too hot.
We've said too much here that in the last 10 minutes that could be clipped and used by a Gen Z person to cancel us.
Do your worst.
Please don't.
Please fucking don't.
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ,
do you know
don't.
what their worst is? Their worst makes our worst age 15 look like shit.
But our worst age 27 is this.
We'll come round your ass.
And you can listen to it all wherever you get your podcasts. Please subscribe.
Yes.
Leave a rating, a review of a different episode. H2O. Listen to the H2O episode. It's fucking great.
It is good, actually.
It is. And we will see you in about half an hour / half an hour for us next week for you.
Yeah.
Wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us, Patreon, all of that shit. We're doing My Immortal.
Oh, yes.
Fanfic. And until next week.
There's so many.
Gunging your buckets.
Yeah.
No. We'll see you next week. And until then, keep gunging your buckets. That's the energy I'd like to bring into 2024.
What an opening. That was on purpose.